Okay, so this is part 2 of solving equations. So I've just got 2 examples in this just to go over. So the idea is the same as before. Solve the following equations for 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 360 degrees. So question 1 here, I have cos squared x equals 0.64. Now, I still need to get it into the stage where it's in form of cos x equals before I begin anything else. And remember, to get rid of the square, that means we have to square root it. So we square root on both sides. Now, one thing to always keep in mind is when I'm square rooting, in particular, like a number that I'm going to then be solving in a situation like this, if I think back to sort of like the square root of 25, things that multiply together to give me 25 would be 5 times 5, but also negative 5 times 5. They are both valid answers. So that's something that you need to keep in mind for questions like this. So when I square root 0.64, I can either have a positive or a negative 0.8. Both are correct. So that means when it comes to my cast diagram, so all silly Tom cats, when dealing with the positive aspect of it, it's positive at A and it's positive at C. But when I'm dealing with the negative aspect of it, it's positive at S and it's positive at T. So I'm actually going to use all 4 quadrants here. So I'm going to have 4 answers this time. So I'm going to now do my inverse cos to find out what x is. Which is going to be 36.87 when I round it to 2 decimal places. So that's one of my answers. Then my next answer could be that 180 take away x. So that's going to be 143.13 degrees. Or my next potential answer would be that 180 plus x, which would be 216.87 degrees. Or my final potential answer, can I fit it down there? Probably not. I'll write it the side over here. My final potential answer would be the 360 degrees take away x. I've been writing x each time. Let's just quickly change it to that 36.87. And so that would just be 323.13 degrees. And in this case, because I do have quite a few answers, maybe just rewriting it again so it's really obvious and clear to anyone who's marking your answers that these are all the potential answers of x. And there we go. So let's take a look at one more example of this. So this time I've got tan squared x equals 1.44. So same idea as before, want to square root both sides. So tan x is either going to be a positive or a negative 1.2. So ticking the positive sections of my cast diagram, so the A and the T, but also the negative aspects of my diagram. So again, I need to use all 4 of my little quadrants. So then to find out initially what x is, I do the tan inverse of 1.2. So tan inverse of 1.2, that's going to be 50.19 degrees. And then figuring out all my other answers. So I could have that 180 take away the 50.19. So that's going to be 129.8, not 81. 81. Or my other potential answer could be x equals the 180 plus the 50.19, should be 230.19 degrees. Or my last potential answer would be the 360 take away the 50.19. And that would just be 309.81 degrees. And so then just writing it out so it's really clear for anyone that these are all my answers. And that's it. So let me know if you have any questions about this. There is only one more video that I'm doing after this, and that's where it's just a single example of where one of these could be in context. But that is essentially our trig equations.